Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. JFK once said, "Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable." As the economy reopens and workers see their conditions worsen rather than improve, they will see that the path to peaceful revolution has been blocked by our own government. While the vast majority of us prefer the peaceful path, those who hunger for power over human lives at any and all costs stand to profit very literally from fear, conflict, violence, incarceration, and slave labor. There are those who want everything reopened, a return to normal. It does not matter who they place at risk. They believe themselves invincible to any threat and superior to those they force to serve them. So, what does a return to normal mean exactly? Are so many memories in this country so short that they cannot recall what normal was only a few short weeks ago? We hear the argument claiming that more people will die from being unemployed than from the pandemic. In truth, the argument being presented is that more people in this country will die from capitalism than from the pandemic. Over recent years, we have seen at least 40,000 Americans die each year as a direct result of being able to afford medical care or medications. This does not in any way account for millions of Americans who suffer worse health as a result of the same financial limitations. We see people with chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, immune disorders, blood clotting disorders, neurological disorders, and on, who watch their health decline as a result of the cost of care and medicine. This year, we can expect to see at least 40,000 or more die for being unable to afford care on top of the deaths from the pandemic. So the deaths of 40,000 people a year because of money is part of our normal. What is normal is millions of Americans declaring bankruptcy every year due to medical bills, no small percentage of whom have medical insurance. Uncounted millions more struggle with crippling debt from medical bills but avoid bankruptcy. What is normal is insurance premiums escalating every single year, while insured people are subjected to higher deductibles and co-payments, while insurance companies post higher profits than every previous year. What is normal is waiting weeks or months to see a doctor who doesn't remember your name without the chart in front of them. What is normal is people working 2 and 3 jobs to meet basic needs, often while receiving no benefits, such as insurance or vacation time. Yet whether it's one or multiple jobs, it is normal for people to sacrifice time with their families, social activities, exercise, recreation, and even sleep to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week to do little more than tread water financially. What is normal is skipping your child's homework, bedtime, weekend, vacation, game, school play, or dance or music recital because you have to work instead. What is normal is having more contact with your spouse or significant other by text message rather than in person. What is normal is being unable to afford a $400 emergency. What is normal is the leading cause of divorce in this country is because of money. What is normal is calculating that purchase of a bed, a car, a fridge, a washing machine, in terms of how many extra hours you will have to work to pay for it. What is normal is working for a corporate entity and not knowing if you will receive a layoff notice tomorrow. What is normal is millions of Americans in default on student loan debt, millions more working extra jobs to pay those debts. What is normal is current students working full-time while attending college, yet, full-time, yet they have to receive assistance from family members or friends and will still graduate with tens of thousands in debt. What is normal is the knowledge that even for all this debt, students in countries with free education, adult education, have better knowledge of their subjects. What is normal is an average monthly car payment in this country of over $500. What is normal is declining car sales and increasing repossessions. What is normal is the U.S. having the largest prison population in the history of the earth. It is normal for minorities to be convicted of crimes at levels much higher than white people for the same crimes or worse crimes. It is normal for our states to spend and municipalities to spend more money on prisons and jails than on schools. What is normal is for corporations who run the prisons and jails and profit from the imprisonment of U.S. citizens while taxpayers pay for those profits. What is normal is the government subsidizing corporations in many industries, including gas, oil, coal, weapons manufacturers, dairy, retail, construction, and more. Corporations that use those subsidies to pay dividends to rich stockholders and extraordinary salaries and benefits to corporate executives while also paying lobbyists and campaign donations. What is normal is an increasing number of people on antidepressants, more than any other country on earth. What is normal is an increase in the suicide rate and inadequate access to mental health care. What is normal is a skyrocketing rate of drug dependency and overdose while non-addictive alternatives are outlawed. What is normal is having our voices censored by corporate entities who are encouraged by our own government to do so. What is normal is our government officials ignoring the will of the people and passing laws friendly to corporate donors. What is normal is government officials spending half of each legislative day on the phone with rich donors and lobbyists, whoring themselves out for donations. What is normal is waiting in line to check and bag your own groceries so the corporate store owner does not have to pay wages and benefits to an employee. What is normal is watching small businesses forced out of existence with the feral assistance of state and local governments. What is normal is corporate media either remaining silent on all the above or presenting it as social and economic progress to be cheered for in between drug commercials. What is normal is feeling, is knowing that this is not going to change for the better. None of this is normal, and none of it should be seen as normal. You should not accept it as normal. What should be normal is for you and every U.S. citizen facing these conditions being involved, speaking out, writing letters, tweets, emails, making phone calls to elected officials to exert pressure on them to make changes. Speak out loudly on social media and in public gatherings about these subjects, even when it is not convenient. Speak out and educate others. Gain alliances. Protest against these conditions. Turn off corporate media. Cancel your cable and your satellite subscriptions so they're not making money off of it. Donate to independent media. Start your own independent media outlet, no matter how small. What should be normal is for us to raise our collective voices so forcefully and loudly that we drown out the corporate donors. Make our elected officials fear not listening to us, because they will have no political future if they do stop listening to us. Make them fear living in shame for the rest of their lives for turning their backs on us. Make them fear that we are watching and know what they are doing, and that we will let others know what they are doing. We can make the choice to wage a peaceful revolution. Obviously, they can make a different choice. We must be willing to see censorship, poor education, propaganda, social division, prejudice, homelessness, low wages, poverty, hunger, starvation, bankruptcy, endless debt, stagnant wages with unending inflation, sickness and death as violence forced upon us. We can wage a revolution of knowledge and awareness. Force these issues into the open without ever raising a fist or a weapon. We can stand together and recruit never-ending numbers until the message vibrates the foundations of this country. Or we can wait for things to get worse, which they will, as long as we do not act. So, peaceful revolution now or violent revolution later. The choice is ours to make. So, please, like this video, share this video, talk about these subjects. Do not remain silent under any circumstances. Get louder, get louder, get louder. Somebody calls you a Russian, fine. Say, hey, whatever. Tell them you're proud to be Russian. Like Caitlin Johnstone said, be so Russian that, Vladimir Putin says, cool it down a bit. All right? But no matter what, be heard. Keep educating other people on this. Make them think about it, about what is normal. That this is not what we want as a normal. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Please be sure and share this video. Like I said, talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel. Let's keep talking. All right, have a good day.